Hey everybody. Hey Lauren, how you doing? Yeah, I guess I made a mistake and put the wrong time in, but it's all good. It's working now. How you doing, Lauren? Watch that crazy game last night? Holy man. It's one of the I didn't know all that was gonna happen when I chose to go live with John last night. I chose that game before there was ever any incident with Wilson or anything like that. But I was certainly wrong about the one fight. He got suspended. I didn't know he got suspended. I thought he just got hurt. What do you mean he got suspended? I've been so busy today. I haven't been checking up on the storylines and stuff for today. The Rangers were issued a $250,000 fine, which I think is stupid. Pavel Buchnevich is going to have a hearing at the Department of Player Safety. Where does it say that? I see nothing here that he got suspended. He got hurt last night. He got hurt last night, but I didn't hear anything about a suspension. Yeah, where did you hear that? There was a suspension. Yeah, he never got suspended last night. He played, but he got injured, apparently injured halfway through the game. And I'm not seeing anything here saying anything about a suspension today. However, Pavel Buchnevich will be going to the player. Pavel Buchnevich will have a hearing with the Department of Player Safety for his incident with, oh yeah, Anthony Mantha. He put his stick up like that. It was worse than Wilson ever did. He put his stick up right into his face. Hey, how you doing, buddy? But no, I don't think Wilson never got it. Anybody else hear about Wilson getting a suspension? Anybody else hear about that? Wilson getting a suspension? Well, probably. I'm thinking that they did. The team maybe made up an excuse so they could just get the game going. I wouldn't even doubt if the league called them and said, let's take Wilson off the ice for the rest of the game. Let's get this game going. One of the reasons why is they got commercials to do and all that kind of stuff. Like the game was going too long. So there's another show going on after that and all of that. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes with that. But no, he didn't get suspended. He didn't get suspended at all. They just said he was injured. Probably told him, it's best that you don't go back on the ice right now. We need to get this game done and all of that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm thinking happened. But it was a pretty cool game. I didn't see the 3 fights right off the get-go going there. I don't know. It's going to be funny to see what the league does with all of this. I know. Let's look at. They did fine the New York Rangers $250,000. I just noticed that. I'll look at that. Flyers recall Cam York. New York Rangers issued fine. The New York Rangers have received a $250,000 fine from the NHL for their public comments on Tuesday. The public comments were personal in nature and demeaning of a league executive will not be tolerated. While we don't expect our clubs to agree with every decision rendered by the Department of Player Safety, the extent of which the Rangers expressed their disagreement was unacceptable. It is terribly unfair to question George Parros' professionalism and dedication to his role as player safety. I guess. I don't know. I don't see why you get fined for, questioning something like that, but I certainly don't see. I don't think it got, apparently they were firing Gorton and Davidson anyways. They weren't happy with the direction the team was going, and I don't think they wanted to lose Drury. They really like Drury, so it's possible. I can buy that to a certain extent. Hey, Sean Mayas, well, welcome. We're going to be doing our picks here in a bit from yesterday. And then after that, we're going to do our picks for tomorrow. So stick around, buddy. Yeah, they were a little harsh, I have to admit. And I don't agree with them. Okay, let's put it this way. I don't agree with their assessment of the whole situation to begin with. But I don't think they should be fined or people should be fired because of what they said at the same time, even though I don't agree with their assessment. I don't think Wilson was that bad. Sasha, how you doing, buddy? I don't think it was as bad as they made it out to be, and they looked like a bush league. It looked pretty bush league. I guess that depends on how you look at it. I think it made them look like a very wimpy organization to be complaining like that because they have nobody to protect their guys. And that's really what the problem is. So. Yeah, well, I mean, we're speculating on that, right, Bill? I that's what I speculated too. The thing was, I was a little bit, I thought that right away, but then the way Buchnevich went after Mantha after that, or Mantha went after Buchnevich, because Buchnevich slashed Wilson in the hand before the period ended. And I think if he was pulled off, I'm not sure that Mantha would have reacted the way he did towards Buchnevich. It's possible that whatever the slash was hit him in the wrist or something like that. It's possible. But I guess we'll find out because, I mean, if he comes back and plays next time, there's a pretty good chance nothing really major happened, right? So they're not going to want to not play him next game. So we'll see what happens next game. That's one way to find out. So it's possible that they pulled him and he wasn't really injured. The only thing that had me wondering if that was the case was, well, I don't know. Do you think they got their revenge, or are they still going to get their revenge? Because honestly, I think they're overreacting here. If they want to do something like that, then they got to go out and get some guys that can handle themselves. As simple as that. The problem is they don't have anybody. The New York Rangers, I mean, Smith took on Wilson. Come on. That guy shouldn't be going with Wilson. Wilson will ragdoll that guy. He's way out of class. He's way out of Smith's class. So you got to look at yourself as an organization and start and bring in some guys that can handle themselves. They don't have anybody there that can do it. So it's their own fault, really. The new GM for the Rangers, Chris Drury, was a great player. Overreaction, yeah. The Chris Drury was a great player. Was a really good player. Played for Colorado Avalanche and the New York Rangers. Was a great leader. And he's been moving up the organization for quite some time. The firing, although it kind of went with the situation that was going on at the time, they did very well to make it look like, and it's possible, that they were planning on letting Gorton go anyways, because the owner is very impatient and wants to start winning now. So that's the line they're giving right now. But I don't know. And I mean, you can make an argument that Chris Drury could have been offered contracts with other teams here this next year. You could make an argument that there's a lot of organizations out there will be lining up for Chris Drury's services. He's a young guy. Gorton's fairly old guy, and they don't want to lose him. So it's possible. The head coach never got fired. No, Quinn, there's no reason to fire Quinn in that situation. I don't really mind Quinn's comments. He's protecting his teammates. I don't really mind the way Quinn handled the situation at all. I thought Quinn was okay. I think the organization, on the other hand, it was ridiculous how they handled this situation. I thought, and I don't think he's going to get fired for anything. He didn't really do anything. I mean, they don't seem to mind the orchestration of the 3 fights right off the get-go. That was orchestrated. There's no doubt about that. So they didn't mind that. They gave Wilson a $5,000 fine. Why? Because they want that in there. They want that kind of emotion and stuff going on in the game. That they don't want to lose it. Yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, he can pull a 7-point night out the way he's playing anytime soon here. The last game against Vancouver, even the Vancouver game tonight, Vancouver's gassed, super tired. You know, you don't want to be a tired team going up against McDavid. That's not a good combination right there. Okay, well, I guess that's all we're getting today. So we're going to get into our games from last night. I'll put you up on my board here. I kind of messed up. People probably forgot about it because when I gave let me share this out before I do. I'll share this out and see if we can get Jacket and those guys here, because when I did the reminder, I didn't notice I had the wrong time on there. You know what? I haven't. I've been after that game last night. I've been very, very busy. I didn't see that fight. I'm gonna have to check it out. Who was fighting? We might get into some like your old school playoff fights and stuff like that. That would be pretty cool. There used to be fights in the playoffs quite a bit. Very seldom now, but we just might get them. No, the Perlo playoffs. Yeah, we're talking about the Perlo playoffs. So I don't know what we're going to do with the points that we have now. Steele couldn't do it today. No, it's just me today. We're all very busy at the Steel Flyers department there, or Steel Flyers network. So they come in when they can. Next week I think I'm going to have more people next week because I'm going to have Peyton will have a lot more time. And for sure we'll have E-Money back on again. Yeah, I remember Jay Rosehill. Yeah, there's another good one. Yeah, we were talking about those last night, pugilists last night. That was pretty cool. Okay, well, we better get into our games from last night. Okay. First game we had last night, Stars versus Lightning, and the Stars finally pooched out. Although Tyler Seguin got his second goal in 2 nights, but they look pretty wrecked. They've been pushing hard for a playoff spot, and it looks like they just started to pooch out before the finish line. Tampa Bay finally are playing the kind of game that you expect Tampa Bay to play. Finally, I had them last night. I think you'll see some bigger things from Tampa Bay now. Ross Colton got his 9th again last night. Man, that kid is just coming out of nowhere. Yeah, fist flying, yeah. Yeah, 3 fights right off the bat. That was pretty cool. Nice and entertaining that was. Yeah, they're gearing up. They're turning it on now. I don't know how they do that, but we'll see if they continue this way. But as of last night, they really took over this game. Like, Dallas didn't have much of a chance. They outshot them like crazy, I believe. They certainly outchanced them. Oh, they didn't outshoot them. It was only 20-22. But they certainly outchanced them from what I saw. And yeah, Dallas just that was it. It was it for Dallas. They were done. I think they're done now. They don't really have much of a chance to make it, and especially after how they looked last night. So it's weird. I thought they had more shots than that. Dallas must have been blocking a ton. Oh yeah, they were. They were blocking a lot of shots last night. The defenseman had 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 block shots for the defenseman. Yeah, wig is coming. We ordered the wig. The wig is coming, and then I'll have it on, and we'll be doing that. Did anybody take 6-2 bolts? No. Steele took 5-1. 4-2, 4-3, but everybody had the bolts, so nobody caught up on anybody last night. Wasn't really much to go. I'll just go to the next game because that was really a blowout. So, the next game, Senators versus the Canadiens, and I had a feeling about this one. It was an overlooked game. It was 5-1 Senators, though. Weichel was the closest at 4-2. I had 3-2. 2-1 was CL had the Sens. And everybody else, Joe Flyers had the Sens. And everybody else had the Habs. This is where I think that I kind of get concerned with this Habs team is it does this a lot. It does stuff like overlooking games. They're going to play the Leafs today. And they overlooked this game. They really did. I'm surprised they played Allen in this game, and now they're going to have a kid in for the Leafs tonight. Brady Tkachuk got his 17. Joel Edmondson actually even potted a goal. That doesn't happen often. Shane Pinto got I think that's his first goal in the NHL. Look at that, Shane Pinto. Got his first goal in the NHL. Good college kid, late first-round pick. Yeah, I think they're going to get crushed as well. Cole Caulfield played 14 minutes, had 1 hit, 3 shots. I didn't watch much of this game because it was pretty much a blowout. Here's the problem. You got Kotkaniemi. He's only playing 11 minutes a night. He's supposed to be your second-line center. Dano they keep on giving him large minutes. And honestly, this year he's not having a great year. It's really up the middle that is the problem for them. Eric Stahl playing 13 minutes. They're either too old or too young, and or they have players playing too high up in the lineup like Dano. Dano's a third-line center, no more. I know he likes to think that he's a second, but he's not. WWE action, yeah. You live streamed the game last night, HNR? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I was doing a live stream while you were doing it. Or are you doing it tonight? Oh, are you doing it tonight or you did it last night? Anyways, Ottawa played a great game, and Ottawa's going to be a much better team next year for sure. They had a lot of young guys. Bernard Docker was Alsing. I don't even know who that is. He was playing. Mete played 23 minutes last night, by the way. Ottawa beat the Canadiens, and Victor Mete played 23 minutes in the game. That doesn't look very good. Yesterday, okay. And Anton Forsberg played well. He had stopped 30 of 31 shots. Watch out for this Ottawa team next year. And then Montreal, I don't know what they're going to do. They cannot find consistency no matter what they try. They can't seem to find any consistency at all. Oh, Foligno versus Hag. Okay, I'll have to check that out. That sounds like a good one. Okay, well, they played Frolic last night. They keep on playing Frolic a lot. I don't know why. He's not a very good player, but okay, let's get to it. Oh, what were the scores here? I got to check out who had nobody. Oh yeah, nobody had the score. That's right, nobody had the score. Okay, then now the big game: Capitals versus Rangers, and the game itself, Capitals didn't even really have a chance after all the fighting and everything to begin with, and sticking up for themselves. They looked done. They looked totally tired. Washington strategically used guys to fight that they knew they could not drain them so they could win this game, because they really did want to win this game. TJ Oshie got a potted a cup. That was the thing. That was really, to me, was even bigger than the fight. TJ Oshie loses his dad, took some time off, came back and scores a hat trick last night. I mean, how cool is that, really? That is so cool. Got a little emotional on the bench there. Doing it for your daddy. Doing it for your pappy. That's pretty cool. Cops and Rangers should play him. Yeah, just let him play anyways. Yeah. You watch what happens next year, man. They're going to change this team up. This is going to be a tougher team next year, I can assure you that. But yeah, fights. Who was all that? Who did fight? Hathaway, Eller fought. He didn't know what he was doing. He tried to punch. He was like, "Stop it! Don't." He was like really bad at fighting. And I'm not saying I'm really well. I have been in hockey fights before. He didn't look that had to be his first hockey fight ever, because he did not look like he knew what he was doing at all. Raffle scrapped for his new team. He went out and scrapped. Who else? Chara had 12 minutes, got 12 minutes. Oh, yeah. I don't know what happened there with Chara. He said something on the bench or something. I don't know. But he got 12 minutes. Stromey, he was into it last night. Yeah, Lucic and Wilson traded to the, yeah, exactly. That would be not a good move, but a good move all at the same time. As far as Lucic is concerned, that's a little much. I don't think they need to go out and blow their cap space on Lucic, but yeah, they certainly got to go somewhere. That would be funny though. Potato scrapped. Smith had 17 minutes of penalties. But anyways, the game itself, it allowed, look at the standings here. I believe they're close to first place now. They are first place. They're in first place based on games played against with Pittsburgh. They got a game in hand, and they're fighting for every inch there. Right now, I would want to play Islanders over Washington or over Boston. So in the first round. And right now they would play the Islanders as it stands. So they got 3 more games to play. We'll see what happens there. But as far as the Rangers are concerned, their season's over. And now they got to just put themselves together and build themselves back up as a team again. 171 penalty minutes. Wow. That's a lot of penalty minutes for this era. Used to be that was a quite regular thing, but for this era, that's a lot. Okay, let's get to our next game. Oh, did anybody 4-2? Elliot had 4-2 Rangers. I had 5-2 Caps. Nobody had 4-2 Caps, really? Wow. CL had 5-1. Serrano had 4-3. Weichel had 3-2. Oh, that was Rangers. There's a lot of you guys that thought the Rangers were going to win last night, eh? But nobody had to score, and it was about 50-50. So quite a few people moved up in the standings yesterday. Next game, because we talked a lot about that one already. It was Predators and Blue Jackets, and a letdown game for the Preds, I guess. They kind of took a breather here because they're pretty much made the playoffs now. Columbus guys are playing for contracts. Guys like Michael Grigorenko, who is on a 1-year deal, probably doing the best he can to see if he can pull out another 1-year contract next year, getting NHL money, not having to go back to the K, getting all the fancy airplanes. It's a pretty cool life playing in the NHL. They play hard for that. Yeah, Michael Haley, yeah. I don't know who they're going to pick up. I might take a look at that when we finish all the scores here. But nobody had Columbus at all, really? Nobody took the Blue Jackets at all. So nobody gained any points at all yesterday. Avatar got the score right. So maybe you get 2 for that. I think we're doing that. He didn't get the team right, but he got the score right. I didn't watch this game because I was doing the live feed, so I don't really know how many people were paying attention to this game, but I really thought the Preds were going to win this game, and so did everybody else for that matter. Saros didn't really play all that great. I guess Columbus just caught him on an off night. Laine only played 13 minutes in this game. Still not getting a lot of ice time. Playing, yeah. I don't know, all the scuttlebutt that was going on in Winnipeg about Laine, maybe it was true. Yeah, talking about he's not a team guy. Oh, you want the Yanks to win right now? Oh, is that, by the way, is that under 18 stuff still on now? Yeah, turn that on. Oh, there's an AHL game on right now. But the under 18 is not on. There's an AHL game on right now. Manitoba versus Toronto. Cool. Okay, so next game. Ducks versus Blues. Turn the page. Nobody saw this coming, I don't think. Nobody had the Ducks. I can't believe they won that game. But Blues had every reason to win this game. The Ducks had Stolars in net. I mean, I think he's earned his contract for next year. They were outshot 35-26 by the freaking Ducks. Hoffman, of course, gets a power play goal because that's what he does. Scores power play goals. I don't know how many power play goals does he have compared to 5-on-5. I bet you he has like 5-on-5, and 12 power play. Max Jones pots one. Hayden Fleury got his first as a Duck. And then Kyle Clifford tied it up to give St. Louis at least 1 point, but pretty bad when you're losing to the Ducks in this spot. Like that's not a good sign for St. Louis. I don't get it. I watched it too. They look disinterested and whatever. They're off for me for the playoffs. When you're coming up to playoff time, taking a team lightly to me is just, there's no excuse for that. I think the Bruins will just win that game. Simple as that. Trevor Zegras got 6 shots on goal last night. He is looking good already. Getzlaf was back last night. I don't know. I wonder if he's going to come back next year. Drysdale was back last night. I thought he was injured, but he's looking good. I mean, they're looking good for the future. But Stolarz stopped 24-26. Stolarz couldn't hold an NHL goal job for a long time. Now he comes to Anaheim and they keep on playing him, and he's doing pretty good. He's probably going to get a contract for himself next year. But nobody had the score on this, and I'm still surprised that they won the game. Parayko played 24 minutes. Like, there's no reason for this. And actually, Binnington played well. I thought if they were to lose, that would be the reason why they lose. I don't think Zach Jones is Seth Jones' brother, no. You have to check on that. I haven't heard anything about it. If they were brothers, I'm pretty sure I would have heard about it. So, next game, Golden Knights versus the Wild. And that was the Golden Knights win it. I think I got the score right bang on here. CL had the score. Boom. Another 5 points for CL. Rocking it. No, I had 4-2. Shoot. Watson had Vegas. Mercer had 5-3. JP had 5-2. And E-Money had 4-3. But CL nails the score. Let's see some hype in the chat. Jones is a pretty common name, yeah. Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, there's a Jones in Edmonton, too. What's his name in Edmonton? Yeah, there's lots. Jones is a pretty common name. So it's not very likely that they're related. Could be. I thought you maybe had some inside information on that or something. Pretty unlikely. Yeah, boom. I think CL would be leading right now. Anyways, as far as the game is concerned, Chandler Stevenson, what a year he's having. My gosh. I got to admit, I never saw him being like a second line center or first line center like this when he was in Washington. But he's putting up decent points, plays good two-way hockey. Kirill Kaprizov again with 2. This kid is freaking nuts, man. I don't know what this kid's gonna be. Like, he is crazy. Every game he's on the score sheet. He's all over the ice. He's exciting to watch. He reminds me of Pavel Bure in a way, but I think he's got a better shot than Bure had. Like, I don't know where his ceiling is. It's pretty much unlimited, like crazy. He's still only 24 years old. He's got a lot of growth to go through yet. But anyways, they couldn't hold off Riley Smith and the Vegas Knights. Peter Angelo, the scores in overtime with Tuck and Marchessault getting an assist. This series is getting is getting to be quite the rivalry, actually. Somebody mentioned there was a fight last night. It was Haig and Foligno. Love Foligno. Love Foligno. He got 9 penalty minutes, so I'm going to have to check that out. Hartman's still getting 17 minutes a night. Wow. Victor Rask. I love the way that Avison, almost everybody gets the same amount of minutes. The only people that don't are Bukestad. Parise is only getting 7 minutes a night right now, and Sturm. Besides that, and Kaprizov gets 20, but besides that, they all get kind of right around the same amount of minutes. It's pretty cool. Defenseman Talbot stopped 31-34. He looked really good last night. Fleury looked great. The Golden Knights outshot them 34-28. Yeah, from what I watched in this game, I do think Vegas really outplayed them that last night. The score isn't really show exactly how they outplayed them, but Minnesota does that. They're kind of evolving as a team that finds ways to win, and right now, if the playoffs were to start right now, it would be Minnesota, Colorado, and Vegas versus St. Louis. The way I see it now, St. Louis doesn't have a chance in that. After watching what they did with the Ducks last night, yeah, Vegas will ruin them. Minnesota might have a chance against Colorado, though. Colorado seems to be limping into the playoffs right now, and we'll talk about that here. I mean, bad loss. Bad loss. Anyways, we already did that. CL got the score right. Okay, Avalanche versus the Sharks. And I'm pretty sure maybe somebody did. JP had the Sharks. Serrano. Oh my gosh. Serrano's dog pick comes through. 3-2 Sharks. Serrano freaking nails a dog pick and the score. He's the king of dog picks, does her. Oh yeah, we'll do series predictions for sure. It's not a bad parlay, I guess. Yeah, Elliot. Yeah, you did, and you had it 3-2. So let's get some hype in the chat for Joey. Nice, nailed it. I can't believe Colorado. Like, no, there's no reason for this. And this Coronash guy, I don't get it. Why they don't put up good numbers in the AHL, and they come up and are just crushing it. He shot 30 of 32. Coronar, I guess If you said it if you're in Czech Republic, it's Košinaš, but he says it's okay to call him Koronar. Yeah. Thomas Hertl scored. Barabanov has been a beast ever since he got to San Jose from Toronto. He's putting up points like crazy. Toronto doesn't play him. They trade him to San Jose, and they must have saw something in him because I think he's got almost a point a game ever since he got there. Erik Karlsson scores the overtime winner, the game winner on the power play from Kane and Hertl. Hertl had a good night. I watched some of this, and Colorado got up 2-0, and it just sort of gave up. Like I don't know what they're doing. Were they protecting their offensive players, not playing them? Yeah, McKinnon only had 20 minutes. They're saving their guys. They're saving their guys, I guess. That's what they're doing. They know they made the playoffs now. Alex Newhook played last night. He had 13 minutes, 1 shot on goal. Had 2 takeaways. But disappointing loss. I don't know. I don't go by the philosophy of saving your guys to the playoffs and all that stuff like that. I just don't like the message it sends to the room. And but that's certainly what they did. They didn't play very hard last night at all. Certainly not like the Colorado we're used to, where they just swarm like bees all over the place. Pretty disappointing, especially since I had them to win last night. Yeah, I guess. This is a different type of year, so maybe it's going to work to do that because they played a lot of games, and maybe this is a conserve your energy philosophy that'll work. I don't know. I think I just don't like it because I'm a handicapper, and it ticks me off when teams like that drop the ball. That's probably why it is. The Sharks out-hit them 29-18. You shouldn't be out-hit by the Sharks. Never. Never. Nobody had more than 2 hits for Colorado, where Gambrell had 3. Chmelevski, I don't even know who he is. He had 3 hits. New guy for the San Jose Sharks. Anyways, we got 2 more games to get to. And the next game we're going to go to me, this is a death knell for the Calgary Flames. I mean, they were already out of the playoffs, okay? But in this game, you had the Jets that had just flown all across the country. Now, that being said, the Flames did outshoot the Jets 32-19. So, and I watched it. They didn't play poorly, really, but it's a game you gotta win. Just for pride. The Jets were tired. And Markstrom let them down last night. It's not horrible, because they did outplay the Jets, but they lost 4-0. Oh, wait, the score for the... 3-2 Sharks. Anybody have 4-0 Jets? I had the Flames, I know that. Elliott had 4-2 Jets. Nobody had 4-0. E-Money had the Jets. Mercer had the Jets. Weichel had the Jets, and Elliott had the Jets. No team should be losing to a team that just went cross Canada like the Jets did, and we're playing, doing a East Coast road trip on top of it. Like, they were bagged, and Adam Lowry Potts too. Nice to have him back in the lineup. The Jets are a totally different team when they have Lowry in the lineup too. I should have thought about that as well. But I don't mind the pick because Calgary did outplay them. Just Markstrom didn't play well enough, and they got some lucky goals too. I think the Jets really lucked out in this game. Wheeler potted a couple. Their leaders came through with some big goals, so that helps. But honestly, overall, I thought Calgary was the better team. They got too many guys that need to, that, like Monahan is gone. Calgary, Monahan is gone. Rantanen got fined, yeah? For what? Monahan is gone. I think Goudreau is probably gone. This team's going to be totally different next year for sure. Totally different. $5,000. They can only charge. They can only fine somebody $5,000 in the NHL. That's the maximum dollar amount of fine that you can have in the NHL. Yeah, it's only $5,000. That's the maximum fine allowable under the CBA. Okay. Arizona versus the Kings. This was actually a really good game. I was doing this when I did my picks video. By the way, when you take off, everybody give a look to my picks video. I want to get as many people watching that as possible. I'm really good at it. And you can make some money. And you can tell me in the comment section what you think. I got a picks video. You hear them here. But I can talk to you in the comment section for my video that I do every day. So feel free to comment down there when I'm not doing videos. I'll talk to you. We can still continue talking hockey. I'm always doing that. Oh, I had some Popeyes. Good for you. We got a couple Popeyes around here too. They just came in like a couple years ago. Hintian. Wow, we haven't seen Hintian in a long time. Okay, Arizona versus the Kings. The Kings win 4-2. Bill T gets 5 points. 4-2 wins for Kings for Bill T. Whitehall had 5-2. And CL. 2 people had 4-2. Seattle's got to be leading right now. Holy crap, he's nailing it. Hype in the chat for Seattle and Bill, yo. And hype in the chat for Hintian. John Hintian hasn't been around for a while. Welcome in, buddy. I live in Canada too. I live in Alberta, and they've got Popeyes here, and it's not my favorite. There's a little place called Northern Chicken downtown Edmonton. That's my favorite. But if I am to have a chain, it would be Popeyes. It's better than Mary Brown's, I think, but that's my personal opinion. The Bees for sure tonight, yeah, I think. Yeah. I watched this game. This was actually a really entertaining game. I was watching this while I did my picks videos, and I like because I do them later on at night, and I thought this was a great game. It was nice to see 2 teams that are kind of out of it going at it with each other and really trying and fighting for jobs. Oliver Ekman-Larsson potted the first one. Gabriel Velarde's starting to score a couple again. I don't know what happened with this guy this year. I seriously thought he was going to be way better. He got 2 last night. Maybe a little bit of a sophomore slump, but watch out for him next year. I still like that guy. And I like Jared Dolan Anderson. He got an assist. The Coyotes actually outshot the Kings last night. Peterson played really well. But it was really back and forth, and it was a really good game to watch. I was kind of surprised that it was as good as it was. Byfield got an assist last night, and Byfield looks good. Nothing wrong with Byfield. I think he's going to play a full season next year. But excellent game, fun to watch. You gotta love the Coyotes' heart, man. They may not have the most talent in the world, but they play hard. So I'm going to be interested to see what Armstrong does next year, who he brings in to help this team out. You got Hjalmarsson is a free agent. He only played 13 minutes last night. Goligoski is a free agent. Osterley is a free agent. So you could see a whole different D-line next year. The main problem was they were playing Adin Hill last night, and Adin Hill only stopped 16 and 19. I think if they would have had Kemper in, it would have been a closer game. They might even have won it. Probably would have won it, but I did like the game. I thought it was a good game. Did anybody watch that? KFC for you? I am not. Okay, where you're from, United States though, right, Joey? KFC here, Kentucky Fried, it's not called Kentucky Fried Chicken here. They're not allowed to use that. We had a company buy out the Canadian division of Kentucky Fried Chicken. And as part of the deal, they're allowed to use KFC, but they're not allowed to use Kentucky Fried Chicken, and they're horrible. They're terrible. I want to try some American KFC because the old KFC was great, but the new KFC is garbage. CL had 4-2 Kings, and that was it. Yeah, so. Anyways, we got about 7 minutes. We can talk chicken. Want to talk chicken? Yeah, here it's almost always poor. You don't get much. I don't know what it's not what it used to be. Kentucky Fried Chicken here 20 years ago was fantastic. It was great. And like I said, they sold their Canadian division to this company, and they're allowed to use the words KFC, but they're not really Kentucky Fried Chicken, and they're not very good. But people go there a lot still, just for the name. Supper time? We're talking about food and it's supper time? Sorry about that, dude. Avatar's coming in for picks. Woo! Chinese food wings are super underrated. Yeah, I guess. FABUS. The heck? Trying to get to my live stream. There we go. Michael Bunting has been excellent, John Whiteshaw. Absolutely. I always liked the guy. But this year he's taken it to a whole nother level. He is doing very well. He definitely has earned himself a contract for next year. Very good. Absolutely, no doubt about it. Yeah, Michael Bunting has been fantastic. You like McDonald's? I don't like McDonald's. I used to when I was young. When I was a drinker, I used to like McDonald's. Finish drinking and slam back some Timmy's or some McDonald's, but now I never touch it. So, anyways, we're gonna Perlo's. Oh, you heard that? Yeah, I went to the wrong channel. Friggin' doo-doo-doo-doo. I didn't do a Perlo dance today, by the way. I haven't did that in a while. Why? Why? Yeah, I heard they're bringing back Mickey D Pizza. I remember when I was like 21, 22, I worked as a bartender. And they used to open up the taps while we were still working. The owners were like alcoholics. And they used to let us start drinking on the job at like 11 o'clock at night. And we would work till 2 o'clock in the morning. So by the time we got off work, we were already freaking pretty gooned. And then we'd have a couple after work. And there was a McDonald's like right beside me. And it was a 24-hour McDonald's. So I would go over there and I would get like 2 Big Macs, McChickens, and McPizza. And I would eat them all, man. French fries, freaking, oh my gosh, I can't believe now how much food I would eat. You used to work at McDonald's? Right on. Yeah, my daughter used to work at McDonald's and she quit. She couldn't stand it. She hated it. She just quit. She just came home one day. She came home one day and she looked at me like this and she said, I know you're going to be mad, but I quit McDonald's and I'm not going back. She went up to her room. Oh, I thought it was pretty funny. And now I'm kind of proud of her for not doing things she doesn't like to do. So, and now she's doing things she loves to do, and I love her for it. But it was pretty funny. She just came right in the door and said, I know you're going to be mad at me. You liked McDonald's until you worked there, yeah? Yeah, I bet. I mean, if you worked there all the time and you'd see it, just about anything. Yeah, I used to like Arby's. I used to like Arby's quite a bit. I love this talking non. Yeah, I used to like Arby's pretty good. I used to like all the fast food stuff though. I used to like Harvey's. Do you guys have Harvey's up there in United States? Pretty. I used to like Harvey's quite a bit. Arby's curly fries. The Arby's curly fries were fantastic. And I used to, oh, you quit because of COVID. Five Guys, yeah. And Fat Burger. Fat Burger's good. It's a little on the pricier side, but Five Guys is good. Fat Burger. Probably if I were to go for a burger now, it would be actually I hear in the A&W in Canada is really good, but I hear in the United States it's not very good. White Castle? I never drank that. I stopped drinking before that came out. White Castle. I've heard mixed things. Some people say it's really good. Some people say it's like water or something. I've never actually had one myself, though. You have Fat Burger in North Bay, Ontario? Yeah, do they have them in the United States? And Harvey's in the United States. Yeah, I very seldom eat that kind of food now. Wendy's? You like Wendy's? Really, eh? I never really was a big Wendy's guy. Out of all of them, that was probably the one. No, we're not. We're just talking about some fast food waste talk a little bit before we go into our picks, and we should talk about picks here right away. We are going to be going into our little break, but when we come back, we got Blackhawks, Canes, Rangers, Bruins, Devils, Islanders, Sabres, Penguins, Canadiens, Leafs, and Canucks versus Oilers. We're going to be doing picks for, and it's going to be so much frolic. Yeah. And we can talk even more fast food. Why not? Fast food's fun to talk about. Keep on telling me. Oh, Castle is a burger joint. I thought you were talking about that. There's an alcohol called Castle something. I don't know the White Castle. Never heard of it. That's got to be in the U.S. White Castle. Anyways, time for us to get to a word from our sponsor. I'll be back in like 3-4 minutes. I'm going to go grab myself a cup of Joe, and we're going to frolic together, my friends. There will be frolic, no doubt about that. I got to shut off that.
Greetings. This is Steel Flyers from the Steel Flyers All Sports Network, and we have two very special guests. We are delighted to be joined by Tracy Musser and Nicole Howard from the Canine Country Club Resorts. Tracy and Nicole are both managers for CCC Resorts and work at the Windsor or at the club, one of two locations both in Manheim, Pennsylvania. Congratulations on your 30th year anniversary of being in business. Let me start off by saying this. Steel Flyer stands behind this company 100%. Taken care of Steel Flyer's furry friend for the last 2 years now, and they are a one-stop shop for everything your furry friend needs. In fact, let's find out what our friends at CCC Resorts offer. Nicole, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
Doing great, thank you. What are some of the great boarding services that you guys offer, and what do we have to do in order to get our furry friends taken care of when we are unable to travel with them?
Well, we like to bring everybody in for a tour first. That way they can see the behind the scenes, they can see where they stay, they can see where they play, and then we explain all of the fun things that we can add on to their reservation, whether it be one of our packages, either a nature walk, a ball time, or even a cuddle time.
Oh, wow, that sounds great. Boy, it sure sounds like a resort to me. So how are you today, Tracy?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Tracy, tell me, is it true that you guys have both an indoor and an outdoor pool at the Windsor location?
It is true. We've got one of each, so we're able to offer year-round swimming. The indoor pool is a great option for dogs who are swimming for therapy or rehab. It's got that sloped entry so they can wade into the water. Our outdoor pool is a little bit larger, and it's 4 foot deep the whole way across. And both of them are saltwater pools, so it's really easy on the dog's skin and coat.
Wow, that's very awesome. So then during the summer months, you have a much deeper pool outside and then a sloped entry shallow pool indoors for the dogs. Tracy, tell the folks how we can get some pool time.
Well, the first thing everyone does is come for an intro swim. We use that time to make sure the dog is comfortable in the water. We make sure they know how to get out of the pool safely, and we go over all the pool rules and etiquette with the clients as well. After that, they're able to schedule private appointments where they have the pool to themselves, or they can invite friends and have a whole group swim going on.
So after a dip in the pool, then it would have to be off to the groomers, right? I mean, our furry friends cannot go out looking their best. Nicole, what are some of the great services your top-notch groomers provide?
Our groomers, they specialize in full service grooms. We can do the basics, whether it be just a bath and a brush out or a blowout. Or for the extra pampered pooches, we can do nail dremels, we can do deodorizing soaks, and also facials.
Wow, man, that sounds like a resort if you ask me. Tracy, I know one of the main programs here at CCC Resorts is the WAGS program. The Steel Flyers dog is enrolled in this program. So why don't you tell the folks what is involved in this and how they can get enrolled?
Yeah, the WAGS program is our primary daycare option at the Windsor. It's designed to be a structured program for people who are looking for a set routine for their dog. They all come on the same days each week, which allows them to have set friends, and we know exactly what's going on with each group. So we do a little bit more activities, and we build more into their daily routine there. But we've got other daycare options as well for people looking for a little less commitment. We do an hourly care where you can drop them off and just pay by the hour. We also do a day stay option, which is great for the dogs that prefer human friends instead of making friends with other dogs. And then we have a traditional daycare option as well if you're looking for the occasional outing for your dog.
Wow, there you have it. A full service groomer, a daycare program, and an indoor and outdoor pool. What more could you ask for? Sure seems like CCC Resorts has everything covered. Remember, DOG, depend on God.
Hello, everybody. We're back. Gotta shut my media source off, and we're done. Sorry, I had to grab a little bit of eat. Didn't have time to eat yet today. Okay, so Oh, Lauren was funny. D's nuts. Oh, White Castle does slider more. Okay, that sounds good. Are they fast food too? Wow, look at all the people in here. Hello, let's Perlo dance for all the new people. Perlo dance for all the new people in the chat. We're about to do picks, new people. And really cool if you hit that like and subscribe and all that stuff like that. Helps out a lot. Well done, Lauren. You're getting good at the Perlo dance. You're getting very good at that Perlo dance. See, Lauren is a regular at Perlo's House of Spanking. Chinky's House of Pilates and Yoga. In the back there, we have Perlo dance lessons, and he's doing very well. He's been going for about a year now, and he's starting to get it down. Lauren is. So, right? Avatar, you're there too. I know you are. I know you are. We're starting to franchise out, so there'll be one near you soon. Okay. We'll get to our picks for tonight. Some interesting games to be sure. It's picks time. Picks time. Picks time. Picks time. Here we are with the picks. We're going to be picking. Doing picks. Cavs can clinch with, and the Oilers win. Okay, well, the Oilers will probably win. We'll talk about that. Let's get to it then. You guys are already talking about it. The first game we are going to be doing, I believe, is the Blackhawks and Hurricanes. And what time does that start? That starts at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Blackhawks versus Canes. Now, Canes have played an unholy amount of hockey lately. I believe it's 7 games in 11 nights. Crazy. You would think they were going to pooch out here eventually. I do believe they're putting Nedeljkovic in this. I would hope so, because as tired as they probably are, they want their best goaltender in there for sure. The thing is Chicago seems pretty tired too. All their young players are starting to fade, it seems. So let me get the goaltending. Where's the goaltending? Mrazek and Lankinen is unconfirmed. They still haven't. If they put Subban in, then we're golden, I think. Okay. I got 3-hour shifts. Oh yeah, you're not making any money, right? Serrano is taking Chicago. 4-3 Hawks. OT, yo. Bill T. 4-2 Canes. Mercer, 3-2 Canes. I like that score, Mercer. I like that score. I wanted to put that in, but you took it. Avatar, 5-2 Canes. JP, it's got the Canes 3-1. CL's going with the Hacks, and he's hot right now, so he might have a line on this or something. Yeah, if Subban's in, the whole land is in trouble for sure. The land of Chicago is in trouble if Subban is in. I have to agree with you. Okay, I'm assuming they're going with Lankin in here. But I'm going to say I'm going to go weird here. I'm going to go 2-1 Canes. I think the Canes are tired, so they're going to try to get up early and play really defensive against Chicago. And that's assuming the Delkovich. Oh, no, it's going to be Mrazek. Yeah, I'll still keep it. $10 an hour. Yeah, that's not very much. We have a minimum of 15 here in Canada. You have to pay at least $15 an hour here in Canada. Works out pretty good. Okay, we'll go to the next game, I guess. Rangers versus Bruins. And I don't know. The Rangers should be pretty bagged after that game last night. I don't need to tell anybody that. It's not like I'm giving anything away here. Shesterkin will be in net for the Rangers. And they're going with Swayman for the Bruins. The Bruins seem to be playing their young guns, Swayman against all the young goaltenders for the other team, building up his confidence, and it's sure working because he is absolutely crushing it. Right now, Swayman, if I can find it here. Swayman, where are you, Swayman? Swayman has got a 1.62 and a .942 save percentage. That is freaking solid. But Shesterkin's 2.53 and .918 is pretty good considering how bad the Rangers are. So, if you're new in here, you just tell us who's going to win and what the score is going to be. Avatar, 4-1 Bruins. Lawrence says the Bruins. I would think the Bruins are going to win for sure. Pretty sure about that. I will be flabbergasted if the Bruins don't win this game. CL. Boston. Is anybody going to do a hot take for the Rangers here? It would be absolutely insane if the Rangers won this game, man. Like, this Swayman kid would have to drop the ball hardcore. Yeah, it's not many games, but man, does he look good in the games he's been in. 4-3 in overtime. Really? Weichel, 3-2 Bruins. Mercer, 6-1 Bruins. Kenny, how you doing? Woo! Kenny's in the house. I haven't seen Kenny for a while. Nice, Kenny. Serrano had 4-2 Bruins. Okay, sorry. 4-2 Bruins. What do I like here? I think the Bruins are going to light this one up. I really do. I'm going to go 6-2 Bruins. I'm going to go 6-2 Bruins. I think they're really going to win this one hardcore. It's Perlo time, my friend. I'm so glad you're here. Stefan Neeson to make Leafs debut tonight. Huh? He's a good, scrappy little guy. Not a bad guy to have in the lineup for sure. What are you going to put in, Kenny? Are you going to put in some picks here for Rangers, Bruins, or Blackhawks and Canes? Anybody coming in here? We're talking hockey, first of all. You can talk about whatever you want. You don't have to do picks. But if you like it, do picks for the Blackhawks and Canes and the Rangers and Bruins. You just tell us what the score is and who's going to win. Yeah, he deserves that. I think what Buchnevich did was worse than what Wilson did. So Wilson just ragdolled a guy for jumping on his back, and then punched a guy when he was down, not even that hard. So I've been punched harder play fighting with my friends in the schoolyard than what Wilson did there. So yeah, he ragdolled Panarin. You don't jump on people's backs if you can't handle it. If you can't handle it, you're going to get ragdolled. No picks for you today? Okay. CL, Boston 2-0. You don't need to say sorry. Sorry, it's okay, Kenny. You don't have to do picks. You can do whatever you feel like, man. This is when we feel like it, what we feel like at a clock here at Perloism Industries. You want to come in here and just kibitz and talk about hockey? What do you got? What do you think about that? Do you think Buchnevich should get a suspension? I think he should get at least one game for what he did. And I don't think that Wilson should have got any games. And a lot of people disagree with me, and that's okay. That's okay. It's okay to be wrong. Ask me 10 years from now, I'll probably think something totally different than what I just said. Yeah, you go right ahead, buddy. You don't have to do picks if you don't want to. Nobody has to do anything. Okay. We like having you around, Katie. That's the main thing. Devils versus Islanders. Now, this is actually a really interesting game. The Islanders have been poopty against every team except for the Rangers lately. Can't score to save their life. Who's going to be in net so far? Anybody know so far? It's being very slow. Varlamov is nobody is confirmed for this game, which really ticks me off. It's possible that New Jersey could throw us a loop here and throw in Dell or something like that. I think the Islanders will go with Varlamov here. They need a win. They need to get some wins. So I'll tell you. Yeah, be like Lauren, but just pick teams and no score. That's fine too. There's no rules. Whitechapel, 2-0 Isles. Did I miss anybody here? Because usually Avatar is in like a dirty shirt. But 2-0 Isles. Serrano's got the Devils. 3-2 Devils. OT. Avatar. 4-2 Isles. Mercer. 3-2 Isles. 3-2 Isles? Yeah, 3-2 Islanders. You got the Devils, Lauren, right on. I'm kind of leaning that way myself. It depends on whether Blackwood is in net, though. 2-1 Isles for CL. JP. This one is tough, isn't it? 3-1 Devils. Low Gamer, how you doing, buddy? You been in here before, Low Gamer? Is this your first time here? If it is, everybody pro dance for Low Gamer. Here we go. Pearl dance for you, my friend. Woo! Welcome, Low Gamer. Bill T has got 4-3 Devils. What, as you can tell, well, as you can tell, we're doing picks. You just tell us who you think is going to win and what the score is going to be. And then you can go, you can talk in the chat about whatever the hell you want. We'll talk about everything while we're doing picks, so we don't just talk about picks. Both teams haven't performed very well recently. New Jersey just come off a big win against Boston, though. That was a pretty good win. And I think Blackwood was in net then. So, I don't know. I don't know which way they're going to go. Are they going to tank and start throwing in guys like Dell and stuff? Or, I don't know. Kevin Ball was playing. Yes, the guy that was traded for Taylor Hall, and he looked really good. The guy's a giant. He's like 6'6" or 6'7". Huge defenseman. Skates pretty good for a big guy. Now, yeah, because they're the underdog. What do I think the Stanley Cup Finals would be? Low Gamer is asking. I'm going to go Vegas and Carolina. I'm going to go Vegas, Carolina. But I'm probably going to get burnt and it'll be Tampa Bay again. Because I'm just mad at Tampa Bay. I'm mad at the Lightning for not putting in a full effort all year. Tick me off. What do you think, Low Gamer? Who do you think is going to be? I guess I got to put a pick in here. Perla, I'm going to go 5-3 Devils. No, what did I have? Did I have an under on this? Sorry. No, not 5-3. Did anybody take 3-2 Devils? You had 3-2 Devils OT. I'm going to go 3-2 Devils with no OT. 3-2 Devils. There we go. What do you think? Oilers, Canes. Wow. That would be one fast freaking Stanley Cup Finals right there. Holy crap. I think the Canes would win that. What do you got, Low Gamer? Wow. Keep on talking to us, Low Gamer, while we talk about other picks so we can get them all in today. Rumor has Blackwood likely? Okay. Kind of like New Jersey with Blackwood in this game. What do we got next? Okay, the next game is Sabres and Penguins, and this is more interesting than I think anybody would have thought, too. I bet you a lot of you are going to pick the Penguins. Now, they have not said that Doogie Howser there, whatever his name is going to be in net yet. No, I don't think anything's been confirmed. At least not on the app that I go. Oh, yes, it has. Hauser's in again against Jari. Wow, this ECHL guy, 28-year-old guy, played in the ECHL last year, has been ripping it up, and now he's going up against the mighty Pittsburgh Penguins. What a freaking story. Unbelievable. Boston, yeah, I wouldn't put it past Boston, too. Yeah, Yanni Laukkonen has done really well. They got him from Carolina there in the they got him in the Trocheck trade. No, what was the trade? Who did they get that from? Somebody remind me. Was it Vatanen? Did they get Vatanen? Avatar, 6'4" Pens. CL, 7-2 Pens. Wow, Pens are going to light them up, are they? Weichell's going with the Sabres. 4-3 Sabres. Look at you, huh? Doogie Howser. Yeah. I wonder if that's his nickname in the room. But maybe they don't even know who he is anymore, Doogie Howser. 5-4 pens for Mercer. JP, 6-4 pens. Oh, can somebody write those down? I won't have time to write it down right now. For Bill T. Can somebody write them down and just tell me when you're doing yours so Bill T gets his picks in? It was for Kako. I mean, he hasn't been that great since he left. I don't know. I think New Jersey got you pretty good there, Lauren. Getting Kelkinen for Batman, they got you a bit. That being said, Kelkinen probably wouldn't have got the same opportunity in Carolina because they're so deep up front. But yeah, if somebody can take Bill T's, we got to have more picks than this. Wild versus Capitals. Sorry, Log Jammer, Low Gamer. Oh, wow. Wild versus Capitals. I think the Capitals win that. I don't know if the Wild have enough veteran. They're a little green. But you never know. I love their pushback. I love the way they play. It would be exciting to see the Wild make it to the finals for sure. I'd like it. But I'm not 100% sure about that one. Backus is probably retiring. We got more pickers out there. Where are you guys? Sabres. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people putting picks in here. I must have missed something. Serrano. Okay, I don't have Serrano's. Serrano has got 4-3 Buffalo OT. Serrano. 4-3 Sabres. OT. JP has got 6-4 Penguins. Yeah, I got you. I got the 6-4 Penguins already. Okay, I guess that's all we got. I don't know who Semyonov is. I guess that's all we got. We got people are fading out here. I guess we got to keep it rolling. Next game, Canadiens versus the Leafs. And the Canadiens are coming off a back-to-back after a bad loss against Ottawa last night. And I do believe they haven't said who's going to be in net. I can't see them going back-to-back with Allen. They really needed to win that game last night. Because now they're going up against Toronto on a back-to-back. And it's probably going to be a backup like Primo or something like that. I haven't seen. Oh, by the way, Chicago is going with Colin Delia tonight. So, yeah, I'm all over Carolina. I'll have to put that in. Jake Allen has not been confirmed. Campbell is likely. Is anybody going to go with Montreal here? Bill had Leafs 4-2. Okay. Bill T. 4-2 Leafs. JP 5-1 Leafs. Avatar 4-3 Leafs. Is that an OT? OT, yeah, OT. 4-3 Leafs in OT. Mercer 5-3 Leafs. Suspended. I thought he'd get one. Yeah, you can't do that. I think what he did was worse than what Wilson did. Now they're going to have a big pisser about that. Wilson never got anything, and he gets something. You know, like if he's going to punch him in the face, punch him in the face. Put your stick down, punch him in the face. You don't keep your stick in your hand and put it in people's faces. Just no, you don't do that, or don't do anything. White Trail 5-4 leaves. Did I do one for? I didn't do one for the Sabres and Penguins. Jeez, I gotta do my own. I think the Penguins will win this. 5-2 Pens. I think the Leafs will win this. Let's see, Allen will be in yet again. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a blowout. 6-2 Leafs. 5-4 Leafs. Okay. Montreal wins. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, but they'll make the playoffs soon enough. Yeah, just walk away. I mean, yeah, if you're going to do something, do something. Don't drop your stick and go. If you still have your stick in your hand and you're going at somebody, you're saying, I'm going to get you and I have no intention of you getting me. It's like such a big no-no. Serrano 3-2 Montreal. Oh, Serrano's going with the Habs. First one for the Habs. Okay, I got you, buddy. I got your back. He's lucky he took his other hand off the stick, or he would have got more than that. And he didn't just like react to him. He went towards him and did that. It would be a little different if you're reacting because somebody's coming out at you or whatever, but he didn't even do that. Okay, next game. Well, we only got one more game, and then we're going to be talking. Then we're going to just talk hockey. I like doing that. Then we're just going to talk hockey. Canucks versus Oilers. And I do believe it's going to be Smith and Demko. The Canucks look really tired. Sort of a back-to-back, but not. Both of these teams played in Vancouver 2 days ago. Both of these teams traveled from Vancouver to Edmonton to play this game in Edmonton. And Demko and Smith, I believe, will be in net. Edmonton has owned this series so far. Oh, CL, 3-0 Leafs. CL, 3-0 Leafs. CL's favorite score. Okay, Avatar. Okay, Oilers versus Canucks. Six-two Oilers, and John had 4-2. Oilers. Mercer 4-0 Oilers. Serrano 3-1 Edmonton. Whitechel 4-3 Oilers. 2-1 Oilers for JP. Perlo, I'm going to go 4-1 Oilers. Smith has been playing incredible. If you ask me, like, okay, here's a good question. What do you think is the biggest surprise this year in the regular season in the NHL? Which player? For me, I think it's Smith. Which player is the biggest surprise for you in the NHL this year? Off the top of my head, Smith. I did not see Smith playing this good, and I'm an Oilers fan. I did not see Smith playing this well. It's awesome. I love Smith. I've always loved Smith. I loved him in Arizona. The guy's a freaking warrior. CL 6-1 Oilers. Okay. But who do you think is the biggest surprise this year in the regular season? Smith is one. He's just mine. I didn't see Smith playing this good. In fact, I thought the Oilers were in trouble. Goaltending was. Oh, yeah. That's a surprise, too. Yeah, that probably is a bigger surprise than Smith. Carter Hart being bad might be a bigger surprise than Smith being good. Yeah, that's a good one, actually. That's really good. I didn't see Ty Smith being so good for New Jersey this year. Matt Cook? What are you talking about? What about Matt Cook? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. What more? Let's do. What are some more surprises? Atkin, Minnesota. I thought he'd be better. I didn't know if he'd be that good though. Austin Matthews going off. Is that really that much of a surprise for you? You didn't think he was going to score that many? I thought he had it in him. I mean, his shot is insane. I don't know what. Nothing would surprise me from that guy. One of the best two-way players already to ever play the game. And his shot is one of the best shots ever to play the game. Let me go over to my cap friendly, take a look here. Oh, Lankinen for Chicago's got to be in there. I thought Chicago was screwed. Lankinen for Chicago's got to be in there. Probably some Florida Panthers players. How about, Verhaeghe? Even though he got injured, did anybody see Verhaeghe putting up 35 points in 42 games? That's got to be right up there. You could even Anthony Duclair, although he didn't do bad last year. But Carter Verhaeghe, that's got to be one of the biggest surprises. Yeah, I know. Letang is playing great. I don't want to look, but I guess I should probably look. But I don't like it. McDavid or Matthews, success? You mean to be the most successful player? Are you asking me would I rather have McDavid or Matthews? McDavid all day. I love Matthews, but McDavid all day. I take McDavid over anybody in the NHL, no doubt about it. Wonder what Buffalo would have been if they would have won that draft lottery instead of Oilers. Mikko Rantanen, I didn't think he had a great year. Let me look that up. Okay, first of all, I got to look up Pittsburgh. What did he get? Letang has got, 43 points in 53 games. Yeah, he's been good. Actually, I got nothing against Chris Letang. He's earning his $7 million contract. One of the most underrated defensemen ever. I wonder if he'll reach the Hall of Fame. What has Chris Letang got for points in his career? I think he's been injured too much to get Hall of Fame status. He's won a lot of cups. Yeah, he won't get Hall of Fame. 580 points in 861 games. Maybe. He might. Chris Letang. You think Chris Letang will make the Hall of Fame? Do you guys think Chris Letang will make the Hall of Fame? He's got, I guess I could tell you how many points he has. I think he has 850 games played in around 500 some points. He's won 3 cups, I believe. He's 34 years old. So he's got a couple of years left in him, and he's still playing pretty solid already, still. He's 34 years old. So he's probably got a couple more years in him. So let's say he gets an average of 70 games per season. And what did he have? He had... You don't think so? Maybe. Sort of a maybe, isn't he? If he got, so that's 80, 160, 320 games, he'll be 1,100 games played. Maybe. I mean, it depends how many games he plays, I think. He'll get over 1,000 and then probably about 600 points, 650 points. And 3 cups. Yeah, I don't know. It's he won't be a first ballot by any stretch, that's for sure. What was it? Somebody was saying Rantanen. Rantanen surprised you. Why would Rantanen surprise you? Did it surprise you in a bad way? I think he was injured most of the year, wasn't he? Colorado. Rantanen. Oh, he's had 59 points in 47 games. Holy crap. How did I not notice that? That's crazy. I'm not surprised by it, though. Rantanen is fantastic. But I totally forgot about Rantanen this year. Great that you brought that up. Those are killer numbers. And Landeskog's at a point a game. The problem they're having, of course, is scoring depth. Nazem Kadri is meh. Andre Burakovsky has been all right. But they've had a lot of injuries this year, too. Jonas Donskoy's had a good year. I might say, no, didn't surprise me. Devin Taves, but it didn't really surprise me. I always thought Devin Taves was great, so I can't really say that. Yeah, I know. I just noticed that. You got me there, buddy. I didn't even notice that. So that is a surprise, because it was even a surprise to me that he actually did it. Yeah, and he's back now, so they should be lighting it up now. Scary looking team on paper, but they've been sort of meh sometimes through the year, and certainly lately. They haven't been playing with a lot of fire and piss and vinegar, you know what I mean? Colorado. So anyway, somebody asked, I don't know if they're still in the chat now, who makes the finals right now? I mean, this can change, right? It changes for me all the time. Who can make the finals this year? Like I said, I think it's going to be like my pick right now is Vegas and Carolina. I'm just a little concerned about Carolina's goaltending, but I love the way they play. They have a system that seems to be able to ruin everybody. So that would be my pick right now. Who do you guys got for the finals this year? I don't think somebody from the North is going to be in the finals. Vegas and Boston? That would be a cool final, man. That would be a really cool final. Boston is like my second, I think. I really think Boston's going to light it up pretty darn good. I just think they're a little green on D. It's the only reason why I don't have them going into the finals. But that would be a killer matchup. It would be killer on the ice. The two jerseys, it would look cool. Matt Cook was a dirty player, yes. One of the dirtiest of all time, for sure. Matt Cook was a dirty player. And his career showed it. He wasn't respected. I don't know what he's doing now. What's Matt Cook doing now? Probably has a business or something. They don't have anything. Looks like he's kind of faded off into the sunset. The only thing they got is Wikipedia from Matt Cook. They do have a charity. Matt Cook and Michelle ran a foundation called the Cook Family Foundation of Hope, based out of Vancouver. It was dissolved in 2016. Looks like he's just retired out into the sunset. He's not doing much of anything now. You're liking Minnesota, yeah. I mean, Avery was fun to watch. Let's face it. You can't deny that. The going in front of Brodeur with the stick like this and stuff. I mean, you can't deny it was fun to watch. It was annoying, but I don't. If that's all he did, I wouldn't have minded it so much. It was the dirty trying to hurt you stuff. If he just did the, going in front of Brodeur and doing that kind of stuff and all that kind of funny stuff, I actually kind of liked that. I didn't mind that. It was the dirty gonna hurt you kind of stuff. Some of his sayings and what he said on the ice, I guess. Avery was a guy, he made his own team angry. Like his own team didn't like him. Nobody liked him. Yeah, he was suspended a lot already. He had to change his game. He did change his game eventually, though. Apparently, Matt Cook was a great guy off the ice, though. Avery was very dirty, yeah. Yeah, it's the dirtiness I didn't like about him. It wasn't really I didn't really mind some of his antics. Like, Marchand licking somebody on the face, like everybody freaked out. I kind of thought that was funny. And Marchand's not really dirty. He's just annoying. And I like that about him. You got to have those guys. Back in the day, you had Kenny Lindsman. What the heck? They're like, those guys are good to have. especially guys that can drop them. Now they have the Kachucks. Their father was annoying as hell too. What's some more of those guys? They're not coming to my head. There's a couple guys that just never stop talking, just yap, 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 yap all the time. One guy played for St. Louis. Oh man, was he? Oh, Ott, OTT. That guy never shut up, man. If you can go look at some old footage of Steve Ott, he never shut up all game. He was yapping at people constantly, and he drove people absolutely crazy. Yeah, he was probably one of the best ever at being that agitator, annoying guy that he was. But I like those kind of guys. Mike Brown, yeah. At least he would drop them, though. Cool team. Are you talking about the Minnesota Wild, a cool team? Yeah. They're a fun team to watch. I just don't think they have the size up front. And they're a little green. They're a little young yet to be winning cups or making it to the finals. Kadri was good. Unfortunately for Kadri, he was left alone too much because they had nobody there. And he ended up doing a whole bunch of dirty work that he shouldn't have been doing at his size. And yeah, he got to stick up and stuff like that. I don't think he meant to be dirty. I think he was just asked to do what he was being asked to do is not right for a guy his size. And he got scared at times and he was just trying to protect himself. Was he dirty, John Scott, though? He was just tough. He was tough. And he wasn't very good. I think most of John Scott's stuff he did was because he was like behind the play and he tried to hit people. He wasn't a very good player. He shouldn't have been in the league. Like he was probably the last goon to ever play. Maybe him or Biz Nasty. But I think the Biz could play better than Scott. Scott was really bad. And he made the All-Star game one year. It's pretty cray-cray. I'm just trying to think of other antagonizers, or what do they call them? Um, 10 most hated players. John Scott was hated. I guess he was pretty dirty. Okay, this is somebody's. There's one. Maxim Lapierre back in the day. He was annoying as heck. Yeah, you try to go most annoying players and they say dirtiest. You didn't have to be dirty and annoying at the same time. Bufflin. I love Bufflin. I'm with you on that. I love Bufflin. Bufflin was one of my favorite players of all time. Absolutely. I miss Bufflin too. I wish he would have kept on playing. Yeah, when he was playing in Chicago, man, no, he was one of the best at that. No doubt about that. Steve Ott, I don't know why names aren't coming to me for some reason. When I look it up, they just say the most annoying or the dirtiest. But Steve Ott wasn't a dirty player, but he was annoying. Kenny Linsman was pretty dirty though. Bufflin wasn't really dirty, but he was a really annoying player. Trying to help me out here. He was dirty, yeah. He was a dirty player, though. I'm just trying to think of annoying players. Guys that get under your skin. Matthew Barnaby is my favorite ever. Scott Gomez, was he? Yeah, I heard he was like super funny. And he used to like say crap to people that just put them right off. Yeah. Matthew Barnaby was my favorite, though. Matthew Barnaby is one of my favorite players of all time. Yarko Ruutu, there's one. Sean Avery. Okay, let's see. Corey Perry. Can't forget Corey Perry. Dale Hunter. Ty Domi was pretty yappy too, but he used to drop him quite a bit. He was more of a Now I'm finding a couple of them now. And Claude Lemieux. Oh, that guy would not shut up. Ego Sports. How you doing, buddy? Nice. We're talking about the biggest antagonist. I don't think he was that dirty. He walked the line, but I wouldn't call him really dirty. All of those guys walk the line, so they're gonna get in trouble occasionally. But Claude Lemieux was pretty dirty though. He did some stuff that was pretty brutal, but it's hard when you're walking the line like that and playing like that to be able to. Well, we got to go, guys. It's been awesome again. I love talking hockey with you guys. I'm hoping I can have a guest on tomorrow because I like it. It's fun. You guys have been really awesome. We will see you tomorrow from 3 to 5. I'm sure John's got a stream going on tonight, Off the Wall Hockey. Tomorrow night, he's got his show. Don't forget Sports Fanatic News. If you like other sports, Joe Boric, the Professor Joe Boric, amazing guy. Check him out. Don't forget, I like to talk about Hot Take Hockey. John, he's incredible. He does awesome stuff as well. See you tomorrow. And that's our full 42. We'll go into our picks and stuff tomorrow. We'll have more topics. Hopefully my wig is in and we can have that frolic. That's right, my friends. I will have a wig on, possibly tomorrow. No stream for Off the Wall tonight? Oh, it's too bad. Okay, have a great day, everybody. You're awesome. Lots of love to you. Okay, bye.